What's up, fight fans? What's going on out there, man? It is the homie, Mainman Mademan up in this joint, man. Y'all ain't think I was coming through tonight, did y'all? Y'all say Mainman ain't coming on. Hell yeah, I'm coming on, man. It's Thursday. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here indeed. You know what I'm saying? You know what, man? I was just thinking about that Canelo Alverez and Caleb Plant situation that just brewed out a day or so ago, right? When Canelo Alvarez pushed Caleb Plant. And Caleb Plant got the cut on his face and all of this stuff, and Canelo Alvarez got the lip, and it's people wondering who connected, who didn't, who reflexes look good, who's didn't. You know what I'm saying? My thing I'm taking away from it is this: what's up with Canelo? How do y'all see this playing out? Do y'all think that this is an episode of Caleb Plant living rent free in Canelo's head from all of the stuff that he been running around saying? You know, all of the interviews he's been giving, talking about the PED talks and all that stuff. So do you think that Canelo Alvarez is pissed off? Maybe a little bit emotional. I don't know. We've never seen Canelo Alvarez act out of character like this and push this man. So do you think that Caleb Plant is winning the mental game and he got Canelo Alvarez acting emotional? Hopefully that don't translate into the ring. Or, flip side to the coin, is this just Canelo being pissed off? And Caleb Plant better watch out. Because the last time we saw Canelo pissed off like this of somebody running their mouth, it was Gennady Golovkin. And when Canelo came back off that suspension and all of that talking that Gennady Golovkin was doing, he went in that joint and not only got the job done, but he beat that man. First time it was a draw. Second time he beat that man. After Gennady Golovkin did a bunch of this. So riddle me this, fight fans. Is this Canelo Alvarez acting emotional and Caleb rent-free in his head? Or is this Canelo Alvarez putting his foot down and about to shut all of this shit down the same way he shut down Gennady Golovkin? Riddle me that. I'll catch up with y'all real soon, man. Let's get to work all day. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Bam! Once again, what's up, fight fans? Let's do this, you know what I'm saying? It is an honor and a pleasure. I repeat, it is an honor and a pleasure to rock out with the boxing fam and the boxing fans Thursday night. So you know what that means. It's our time now, man. What up to the fam? Salute to everyone that catches this live. Salute to everyone that catches this on the playback. Thumbs up as you pull up. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everyone that's on deck with me already. You know what I'm saying? Bruce M. F. and Vane in the building. What's up with you, Bruce? Big homie in the building. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Salute to Bruce Vane, man. Yes, sir. Laying down that real spill, man. What's up with you, man? He can't respond to those accusations. So, yeah, he is mad. Yeah, you saying he mad, huh? Fuck around, get in there and act out of emotion if he want to. Get in there and act out of emotion if he want to. Caleb Plank gonna have something waiting on that ass. You know what I'm saying? DJ Zion Love on deck. Salute to you, bruh. Salute to your king. Bruce says, yo, man, all of the above. They're both in each other's head. Truthfully, I feel that. I feel that. Boxing Gyms, what's up with you, man? Okay, back and forth. What up with you, man? What up with you? Kevin Coleman on deck. What's good, homie? My DMV brother. How you, man? I'm coolin', man. Just chilling. You see that beautiful weather we had out here today? Started out a little rough for us a little earlier, but yeah, it came out pretty good for us, you know what I'm saying? Much love to everyone that's riding with me tonight, man, and much love to everybody that's going to catch this on the playback. So I'm already starting kind of late, so I just want to get on right into it, man. So it's really low on the announcements, you know what I'm saying? So we're not going to do the announcement thing. Let's just get into some quick stories real quick, some little quick hits of what's going on around the boxing world, you know what I'm saying? So the first thing that's caught my eye, fight fans. First off, let me go to this one first. Teofimo Lopez, new date, right? Now they're talking about a new date for Teofimo Lopez. So now they're talking about moving his Triller fight to October the 16th. So what is this, like the 25th rearrangement that's going on around this jump? So they're moving Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos now to October the 16th. And it's going to be at the Barclays Center now. So this is a big up because at first they was going to put this on a Monday night. And we already know Monday Night Football is king out this jump. You know what I'm saying? So that was a bad mistake. Most importantly, I think that, like I asked y'all last week, I'm starting to believe that this Triller thing is a gift and a curse for Teo, man. I mean, he went over there and got that bag of money. Supposed to been getting this mandatory out the way. And this shit, man, I don't even know how many times that this thing is broke down and started back up all over again. But most importantly, this is killing Teofimo Lopez's momentum. It's killing his momentum. Man, look, man, after he beat Lomachenko, Slim, he was riding high. I mean, backflips all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Slim, he had his name out there telling Bob Arum who he was, what he gonna do. He the new star. He knocked off Lomachenko. Everybody praising him. And then now it's just like the buzz just went boom. Now it's like when Teo fighting, who Teo fighting, where Teo fighting, Teo who. And it's sad because Triller literally has effectively killed Teo's buzz. They did. Let's keep it 100, fight fan. I mean, when you keep starting up and keep shutting these fights down like this, I get it. It's Kambosos. Most of us, I'd say 98% of us, 99.99% of us think he gonna watch Kambosos, right? So just get the shit out the way and let the man move on. He's been over there so long now waiting on his fight. I don't see him operating at 135 after this. I think 140, here we come. I think 140, Josh Taylor, you got that work. You ready. So it's unfortunate, man, but once again, for the 1,000th time, fight fans, they've now moved Teofimo Lopez to October the 16th. Now, I don't even know if that's on a Friday, Saturday. For them to think that they can put Teo on a Monday, bro, that show you how they feeling about you right now. They should have just scrapped the Holyfield stuff and just could have threw Teo on that and called it a day. But instead, no, they I guess we get the Holyfield stuff. Teo's date is not certain. Speaking of the Holyfield stuff, did y'all hear this news about Riddick Bowe? What's up with Riddick Bowe, man? You mean to tell me, because I ain't been paying attention, they were going to allow Riddick Bowe to go and fight after what we seen with Evander Holyfield? Are you serious, fight fans? After all of the uproar from the fans, I don't care if this is celebrity boxing or whatever it may have been, they were going to put Riddick Bowe in the ring against Lamar Odom? For real? Hold on, man. Let me check this out real quick. Check this out real quick, fight fans. Let me pull this up real quick. Because that when I seen that, bro, I couldn't even really believe my eyes on that one, man. I say, nah, bro. After everything we just went through with this Holyfield stuff. They talking about putting Riddick Bowe out there, right? So let's check this out real quick, fight fans. As you can see, they were prepared to do this event right here. I ain't heard nothing about this. I be trying to stay away from all this clown stuff. You know what I'm saying? But oh, I see I got my picture in front of me. Move to my thing to the side. They got this thing that was supposed to take off right here. Riddick Bowe versus Lamar Odom. And as you see right here, Paulie Malignaggi versus Corey B. Official celebrity boxing. They were going to put Riddick Bowe in the ring, fight fans. They were going to put Riddick Bowe in the ring. And what makes this so bad is that they pulled the plug. But the only reason that they pulled the plug is because ABC got involved. ABC saw this and got pissed off. And so the organizers of this situation is trying to make it like Riddick Bowe's management did not tell them that Riddick Bowe's health or whatever the case may be, whatever things are going on with them, they did not inform the organizers of this event, official celebrity boxing, whoever they may be. No one told them. So now ABC gets involved and now Riddick Bowe gets pulled off. Now, what everyone is saying is that it shouldn't have took ABC to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Because, all right, I don't know if y'all can see the video. Let me move this over to the side. Something. Give me 1 minute. Because I don't know. Hold on. Let me move this over for y'all. Something. I don't know what ABC. I get it. ABC scared them or whatever the case may be. But nah, man, it shouldn't have took ABC to do that. Sorry, fight fans. Y'all gotta see some behind the scenes stuff for a minute, but. There it is. Let's just go right back to it. So hopefully y'all can see this video a little better now. It should be moved over to the right. Damn, it's still kind of right there. Man, that's good enough. But that's Riddick Bowe right there, right? So let's hit play, man. Let's just check this out. This is a video that surfaced. Let's go to the full screen. This is a video that surfaced of Riddick Bowe doing some drills. Y'all can't even really see it, huh? All right, let's see if we can get going, man. All right, let's run it back. It played the whole thing, but it was all choppy for y'all. Hold on, man. This Riddick Bowe, come on, man. This Riddick Bowe right here. Damn, it's still kind of choppy for y'all, huh? This video ain't playing too well. But Riddick Bowe's movement, if this video would have played proper, Riddick Bowe's movement looked terrible. This video dropped right before that fight was supposed to go down. So this video was circulating around Twitter and everywhere else. Riddick Bowe can barely move in this thing right here, fight fans. Barely moving. Look how fast he punches super slow, and they were going to put him in the ring with Lamar Odom. I don't care if Lamar Odom is not a fighter. I get it. Man, he not a boxer. Man, how old is Riddick Bowe? When is this fad going to die? Bruh, this shit got to stop. It's like nobody ain't learning no lessons. Look, greedy promoters are all over the place. It ain't just in boxing, it's in any sport. A promoter is a promoter. If they got a celebrity that can move tickets, they don't care. They don't care about anything else. So this video comes out before ABC gets involved. And for those who don't know what ABC is, the Association of Boxing Commissions. They get pissed off about this whole thing. And they put a whole letter out there, and they let it be known, like, bro, if y'all put this fight on, there's going to be some repercussions out here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some repercussions out here. Matter of fact, here it is right here. Let's see if we can pull up this letter real quick from Kevin Ioli's Twitter page. See if we can read at least a paragraph or two off of here, man, because ABC basically got involved, just like they did with right after the Holyfield stuff, and they was a little pissed off about the Holyfield stuff, right? So you gonna wait right after the Holyfield stuff ends, they do the Riddick Bowe thing. So they can't get mad at that and then turn around and act like ain't nothing going on right here. You know what I'm saying? Well, it don't look like it's, oh, here you go. It's pulling up. Give it a second, fight fans. But they can't act like ain't nothing going on right here. So salute to the Association of Boxing Commissions. But most importantly, though, I just can't get over the fact, fight fans, that All that we just went through with Evander Holyfield. We seen Evander Holyfield get in there and just look terrible. He had no balance. He had no punch resistance. He had nothing. Blocked the shot and still went down. It was sad to watch, hard to watch for us who love Evander Holyfield. And they still don't care. So this is the letter from the Association of Boxing Commissions. Association of Boxing Commission President Michael Muzzilli was asked Friday about the upcoming bout between Riddick Bowe and Lamar Odom. It makes for a hot topic to just talk about fighters' age. Evander, Tyson, Riddick Bowe, but age discrimination is not what the discussion should be about. The discussion should be about safety. And conversely, because they were the golden age of boxing biggest names, still living also does not mean promoters and commissions should use their celebrity to sell tickets. I agree with that. Just because their name is still hot. Just because a lot of these young boys can't replicate what they did and have a legacy like they had. These are old men. These are seniors. To a certain degree, yeah, I like to see the fact that Evander Holyfield went out on his shield, doing what he loves to do. I'm all for it. But if we're going to do something like this, there should be a lot of safety precautions taken. I can't take the love for the fight game away from a former great fighter. But let's do it as safe. Let's put them in some headgear. Let's give them the right gloves. Make sure that they're fighting people that's their age. We can do this in a way where it can be regulated, where you could put them in there if they got to earn a check or whatever, if y'all want to see them so bad. But then y'all don't want to do that because that takes away from the allure of it, right? It's all crap. It's never about safety. It's always about ratings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It says that the ABC has some serious mission statements, and I will encourage every commission to review them and share them with their promoters as they and their matchmakers submit bouts. Many commissions already have stringent medicals in place for fighters over the age of 40, and the ABC Medical Committee is working to publish some new standards in order to assist commissions considering the trend of bringing back champs of yesteryear. ABC mission statements taken from the ABC bylaws. So basically they're telling these commissions to read these laws right here that y'all can see me scrolling down. Read them, go through them, and look at our positions on these things. But clearly ABC is paying attention. And the reason that ABC is paying attention is because the boxing fans is mad as hell about stuff like this, and he ain't gonna take it no more. Boxing fans from every walk in every corner of the globe showed their displeasure for that Holyfield situation. So boxing fans united. ABC's involved. They shut this down. They pulled Riddick Bowe off, but they try to make it like that it was Riddick Bowe's people, that was hiding information, when clearly the video that I just showed y'all existed long before anything that like that even came out. So they could have just looked at the video and say, what the hell are we doing? Do we got a conscience around this junk, or are we just trying to make some money? Riddle me that. So it's very unfortunate, fight fans. But I'm glad, I know Riddick Bowe may be a little upset about it, you know what I'm saying, that he ain't gonna cop a check, but it is what it is, bro. I mean, people looking out for you, man, and I just think that, that was just a stupid thing to do. I mean, why are you fighting Lamar? He an ex-NBA player, he way younger, you know what I'm saying, probably stronger than you. You can't even barely move, dog. Last time I had a conversation with Riddick Bowe, I told y'all, man, this was about 10 years ago. I bumped into him. I literally looked to my right, and he was standing right next to me in Best Buy. I'm sitting there looking at TV. He's trying to get me a TV. I look to the right. I see Riddick Bowe. I'm like, oh snap! Said they had a nice long conversation with him, and 10 years ago, he was already slurring his words. So I hope Riddick Bowe is all right. And I know he probably upset about this situation because he's a fighter at heart. And sometimes you do got to protect the fighter from themselves. But this was nothing but a greedy, dirty, promoted trick. And this whole celebrity boxing stuff just took a bad turn. A bad turn. Put celebrities in there. Put celebrities from whatever they do. 2 young celebrities. Put them in there. 2 rappers. 2 singers. Whatever. But why the hell you going to get senior citizens that if one punch land, the wrong one land? Well, guess what? We're going to have congressional hearings around this son bitch. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to move on up out of that, though, man. What's up, man? To everybody that's coming on through, man. Salute to everyone. Mike, what's up with you, man? I see you, Mike. I got Mike Rhyme on deck. What's up with you, man? What's going on? Kevin Coleman says, I don't know, boss, but Bose just might have enough. Oh, Bo just might have enough to wipe Lamar. I'm just saying. I don't think so, bro. I know you couldn't really see from the video because it was a little choppy or whatever. Nah, bro. That man can't even barely move, champ. I mean, he can't even barely move at all. So I don't want to see him get. I remember he did the MMA thing years ago. He was one of the first ones to do that whole crossover from boxing to MMA and shit. Man, that was embarrassing watching Riddick Bowe in there, man. It was hard to watch. And that was how many years ago? Nah, man, I don't want to see it. I have no idea. I see it, and it's hard to watch. Yeah, it's hard to watch. Matching those stallions again against younger guys isn't right. Nah, it's not right. It's not right. Heavy Lefty say, yo, that is a tragedy. Bo is in the worst condition than Holyfield. He is punchy, really punchy. If you are right in front of him, it's almost impossible to understand the word that he says. I couldn't have said that. You right. You right. The man can barely even really be coherent like that. And I told you when I talked to him 10 years ago, he was already slurring. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it, fight fans. So it is what it is, man. So they pulled Riddick Bowe off the card, and who knows? Maybe they saved him, but I know he's gonna be sitting around wondering, damn, man, where am I was depending on that check. You know what I'm saying? Gotta figure out another way, Riddick. You gotta figure out another way. Let's move on to something else, though, fight fans. Let's go to the next thing. I want to talk about this. Now, I'm taking a step back for a second. And I'm starting to look at things from a PBC standpoint. And I guess we get so caught up in these fights, I didn't really sit back and realize the chess moves that are going on by PBC. Think about it, fight fans. With these three big fights that's coming up with Deontay Wilder, Caleb Plant, and Showtime Shawn Porter, this is PBC going in for the takeover. You just think if they win two of these three. You got Caleb Plant going to knock off the cash cow, trying to knock off what's perceived as the number one draw in boxing. The cash cow of boxing, and going for undisputed at the same damn time. You got this man, Deontay Wilder, going after Tyson Fury, which is perceived to be the number one heavyweight right now, right? And then you got this one over here, Showtime Shawn Porter, trying to knock off what's perceived to be the number one pound-for-pound fighter in boxing, to give Terence Crawford take away that O, to prove everyone right, to rejuvenate his career, but most importantly, take the WBO back over there to PBC. In which then PBC would then effectively have control pretty much of every belt at welterweight. This is a PBC takeover, fight fans. Y'all not hearing me. If they are successful in just two of these three, they just need two. If they can get Bomb Squad to pull it off and they can get Caleb to pull it off, they set. Well, as for Shawn Porter, we'll see. But these two, if they can get just two of these three, even if it's Shawn Porter, if they can get any two of these three, if they can get all three of them to pull it off, well, shit. Ain't nobody going to be able to tell PBC nothing. They're going to be basically running boxing. They're going to have undisputed champ. They're going to have an undisputed champion. The guy that knocked off the cash cow, he can pivot to a fight with David Benavidez. Then again, Canelo Alverez has a rematch clause, right? So when he gets the rematch. But that's still another huge fight, and PBC is in total control. If they get Bomb Squad back on top, man, they taking over boxing. All of the people that don't like PBC, if you are anti-PBC, they terrible for boxing, man. Man, they don't know good for boxing. Look at these three fights that they doing. And guess what? These are the three biggest fights of the year. All done by PBC. That's just the facts. All done by PBC. So this is what I always tell people. Whenever PBC really want to take over the fight game, they can do. They didn't even have to do these fights to really do it. They could have done it within their own circle the whole time. They could have just said, you know what? Screw Canelo. We can put him in there with David Benavidez and make a big fight. You know what I'm saying? They could have told Shawn Porter, you know what? We're not going to do the Terence Crawford thing. We're going to pivot you back around here to Ugas or back around here to Earl Spence Jr. You already know Shawn Porter's #1 in the WBC. Remember just a few months ago, I remember doing a video. Shawn Porter out here in quotes telling everyone that, oh yeah, I get the winner of Danny Garcia and Earl Spence Jr. That was Shawn Porter. That was Shawn Porter. That's just the facts. So, I mean, look, man. I mean, they could have done it within their own little circle, but they taking it outside. Look at this. Caleb Plant bringing Canelo over to the network, going outside the circle. I got Deontay Wilder going over to grab the only real relevant heavyweight at ESPN outside the circle. And now we got Showtime Shawn Porter eliminating the street. PBC, what y'all out here trying to do for real, for real? Y'all going for a takeover. Y'all going for a master plan. If y'all are successful, this is a hell of a bet. Just think about it. I mean, every organization, every entity will be eaten out of PBC's hand. They will have total control of boxing if these men are successful. And that's a big uphill climb, especially for Shawn Porter. I think Shawn Porter perhaps has maybe the most uphill of the climbs. You know what I'm saying? Now, as for Caleb Plant, like I asked y'all at the top of the video, is he living rent-free in Canelo's head? He think he is. He's tripling down. He ain't stopping the PED talk. He think he is. As for Showtime Shawn Porter, the reason I say he has an uphill climb, let me tell y'all something else on the low. And I don't know if I mentioned this already on the channel or not. We should have talked about it yesterday when we had the fan more. But there's one weapon that I noticed is very consistent on Shawn Porter. In all of his fights, especially his losses. The Kell Brook fight, the Earl Spence fight, the Ugas fight. There's one consistent theme that just ain't going away. And that is, if you look at it, Shawn Porter gets touched with the jab. He gets touched with that right hand jab like clockwork. Yeah, he may come in rough, tough, but when people get the spacing on him and they flick the jab, especially when they start walking him down, the jab lands all the time on Shawn Porter. I mean, just go look at his fights. I think the #1 punch that lands on Shawn Porter is the jab. And that's not me. That's not me making. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I've been going through his fights, and I'm like, yo, the most consistent theme that I'm seeing is that everyone is popping him with a jab. Everybody. They just popping. Even Danny was hitting him with a jab. Like Adrian Bronner, the only punch he was really landing was the jab. Shawn gets touched by the jab. And that, going against Terence Crawford, is a huge problem. A very huge problem. Because if Terence Crawford, what makes him so special, the one inside track that he always got, is the fact that he goes from orthodox to southpaw. If he switches to that southpaw stance and his jab starts to land on Shawn Porter, it's over. Because, see, in Crawford's case, the jab ain't just a regular jab. It's his power hand. See, so everybody be so looking at him when he switches southpaw and he go lefty. Everyone, cause you focusing on the left hand. Oh, is the straight left hand gonna land? No. The punch that's messing him up, that's busting him up, is the jab. If Crawford switches to southpaw and he using that right hand as the jab hand, I got him popping Shawn Porter all night with the jab. Shawn Porter gonna realize he ain't never been hit like that by a jab ever in none of his fights. He's gonna take a step back and like, hold on, man, he is popping the hell out of me with that right hand jab. That right hand jab is gonna wear Shawn Porter out. That's gonna be the difference. That's gonna be a major difference. One of the major differences. There's more, but that's gonna be one of the major differences. If Terence Crawford goes left hand, I'm telling y'all, fight fans, Shawn Porter gonna realize he's not up against just a regular jab no more. And like everyone else, even like with Ugas or with Earl, you know, they were just they were touching him with their weak hand, jabbing him. But nah, bro, Crawford gonna be touching him with his strong hand, and that's gonna be a problem. I'm telling y'all, real spill. I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? See what y'all talking about. See what y'all talking about. Boxing Hawk 28 says, honestly, it's Victor Belfort's fault. If he would have just played around with him and made him look good, then they would have never made such a big deal about it. It's only because he tried to take his. I mean, it's the promoter's fault, bro. It's the Shock's fault. It's the suit's fault. Them greedy ass promoters that's just trying to make a buck off the name of Riddick Bowe, having Riddick Bowe's name hanging on the card. They had Paulie Malignaggi on that damn card. Nobody care about Paulie Malignaggi, even the casual fans. Like, Riddick Bowe names probably still can hold some weight and sell some tickets. Paulie Malignaggi, though, nobody give a damn about Paulie. But the point I'm trying to make is that's these suits, man. That's these promoters. They just trying to make a quick buck, man. They don't care. Celebrity boxing match with a actual senior citizen boxer. What happened to the celebrity in it? Shit is retarded, man. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Real spill. Mike say, yo, man, when his sister whooped his ass, that's when Riddick Bowe started slurring. Nah, man. Riddick took too much in the ring, man. Riddick been through some wars and rumors of wars, bro. Riddick been in some hella good fights. You know what I'm saying? I would never forget those Evander Holyfield fights, man. Riddick was one of my favorite heavyweights, man. Real spill. I always wanted to see him and Mike Tyson go at it, but we never got that fight. And Riddick always says because they was homies or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I mean, I got a lot of love for Riddick, man. You know, he out of the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Coach Kennedy, what's up with you, man? Salute, man. That live yesterday was crazy. Had to catch the playback. Salute. Yeah, we had a good time yesterday, man. I will definitely be having the fan back on, man, as we get closer to the fights. You know what I'm saying? DGO, what's up, man? What's up with you? I'm just cooling. I know you're getting ready for that AJ fight coming up this weekend, huh? I know that's right. Mike say, yo, Crawford gets touched up with the jab like it's part of his face. Yeah, but the difference is, like I'm trying to tell you, Mike, is that this is Crawford's power hand. It's a power jab. He can get touched by a regular jab. I'm talking about a power jab. If Shawn is getting touched by the jab consistently, imagine him getting touched by a power jab. Kell Brook ain't never felt the jab like that. Kell Brook ain't know what the hell he got hit. We thought he got hit with a Mack truck. Point I'm trying to make to you is it's a power jab. And I think that's going to be an effective weapon against a Shawn Porter who gets touched with the jab. I'm just saying. It just makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Just makes sense to me. DGO says, yo, you are wrong, man. Grandpa Bob made the Crawford fight, and Canelo made the Plant fight, not the PBC. Grandpa Bob made the Crawford fight, and Canelo made the... Yeah, but, you know, PBC still put the right people in place to have to make them have to come on over there. I mean, that stuff takes strategic planning. I mean, to have Shawn Porter grace the top of the WBO rankings, I mean, that could be argued to have been strategic. To have Caleb Plant have the last remaining puzzle, to have the last remaining belt, that IBF belt, Canelo had to come on over. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it wasn't no Canelo, you gonna come to the table and draw Caleb Plant to your side. Nah. He had to bend down to the will of Plant because Plant had the leverage by having that last belt. Plant had all of the leverage. Canelo couldn't walk out on that. Canelo had to come back. That's why all of that, oh, I'm going to go over here and fight Golovkin, and we knew he wasn't going to fight Bivol. We knew that all was crap. But Caleb Plant knew, I got the last belt, so you can go fight whoever you want. And what did I always say on the channel? You can be almost. You could be #almost undisputed. So that means you'll be forgotten in time. You're just a unified champion, and we got millions of those. So do you want history, or do you want to be almost, like I used to tell about Earl and Terence? Same thing. Do you want history, or do you want to be almost? You're going to have to ask yourself that question. Speaking of Riddick Bowe, look at Riddick Bowe. Regrets the decision of dumping that title in the trash, didn't he? Regrets that decision. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Silver Salamo, what's up with you, man? What's going on? Renee Box Young, my main man, what's up with you, man? I can't call it, man. I'm chilling, man. Just chilling. Salute to the homie Renee Box Young, man. Y'all go check out the fam. Everyone that hear the sound of my voice. That's fam right there. Check them out, man, all day. All day. Mike says, yo, man, I bet the house won't KO Porter out with a jab. I never seen a jab being a factor with the fight being on the inside because that's where it's going to be at. What makes you think it's going to be on the inside? Like, he got to be successful to want to stay there, right? I get it. We going by what we've always seen of Shawn Porter. But Shawn Porter has never faced a knockout artist, an accurate puncher, as Terence Crawford. He's never been in there with nothing like Crawford. In Earl's case, Earl is a workhorse. Volume, chip away, chip you down little by little. Keep coming when you stop. That's Earl. Danny Garcia, patient fighter. Staring contest. You swing, I swing. I ain't really trying to swing unless you swing. If not, we can just have city and dance all day. That's Danny Garcia. That's not Bud Crawford. Keith Thurman, a man of many talents, a man of many hats, a man that can do a lot of things in the ring. Layers to his game, I will admit. He's probably the closest to Bud. But in that case, Shawn Porter got his ass whooped. When all of them skills came together at one time, Shawn Porter got his ass whooped. Go back and watch that fight. He got his ass whooped. Keith was loading up on Shawn's ass. So I'm just saying, when skills seem to come together like that, Shawn gets minimized. I think what made Shawn Porter look so good against Earl is that Earl fought his fight. He fought him at what he likes to do. And that is tussle on the inside, swing on the inside. But that ain't what Bud. Nah, I don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. I think we're getting a whole nother fight. A whole nother unexpected style fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to move on from this, fight fans. I'm just want to let y'all know, man, as far as this right here, PBC going for the takeover, man. I think they got a good chance, bro. You know, I think Deontay Wilder, he can come out on top. Caleb can come out, you know, he got a good chance. As for Shawn Porter, well, you know, you got to be the best version of Shawn Porter that we ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, we moving right along. Speaking of Canelo Alverez. Let's go to this one right here. All right, let me make sure I got it all set up right. Yeah, speaking of Canelo Alverez, what's up with Eddy Reynoso, man? What's going on with Eddy Reynoso? So Eddy Reynoso is out here, and Eddy Reynoso is trying to defend his reputation. He feel like his name being dragged through the mud. He feel like, yo, they out here talking all of this smack, and he feel like, look, I got nothing to do with this. Nothing to see here. This got nothing to do with me. Now, we all know how this all goes. 3 of Eddy Reynoso's fighters have popped. Luis Nery, Oscar Valdez, Canelo Alverez. So, I guess it's all a coincidence. Now, Eddy says, look, this is not my department. Y'all talking to the wrong guy. It's not me. It was the one-armed man. It wasn't me. What you talking about? I'm the trainer. I don't feed him. I don't know what he put in his body, but you the trainer. The buck stops with you. It is almost to a certain degree like your administration. It's like saying you the president and all of them little corner people, well, they're your staff. That's your administration. So when something go wrong in the administration, we don't go to the people in there and say, oh, it was his fault. No. We go to the head of the whole thing and say, no, the buck stops with him. So in your case, Reynoso, where you got 1, 2, 3 fighters all popping, the buck stops with you. You might didn't put no needle or nothing in these fighters. I'm not, no one's accusing you of that or whatever. But I'm saying you could have been the guy that said, go holler at my man. Look, I can't do X, Y, Z, but go talk to my guy over here. I'm just saying you could have did that. That can happen. There's been rumors around boxing for years of all of these different gyms. Oh, stay away from that gym. Stay away from this gym. Don't go to that gym. And I'm sure all of the trainers in each of these gyms had the same story. Well, I don't know what's going on. What Freddie Roach tell you? Well, Alverez was giving Pacquiao the shakes. I asked him where was he going. He didn't tell me. I didn't ask no questions. Man, ain't nobody believing that. Freddie, the buck stops with you. But Freddie, Freddie, I don't know. Just like Freddie did after the fight was over, right? What did he do? Now him and Justin Fortune, who was the strength and conditioning coach of Manny Pacquiao, he says, I'll never work with Freddie Roach again. Because after the fight, Freddie threw them all under the bus. It wasn't me. It was Justin. He had him running up the hills, and his leg got cramped, and he was doing too much overtraining. It wasn't my fault, I was at home, and I was chilling, you know what I mean? It was all Justin's fault. That's what these trainers do. They pass that buck fast because their reputation is at stake. So this is what Eddy Reynoso is saying. Let's go to some of his quotes of Eddy Reynoso's defense out here. You know what I'm saying? So according to Eddy Reynoso, this is one of his quotes. He says that, and let me see if y'all can see that clear on the screen. I think y'all should be pretty good with that. He says that, all right. According to Eddy Reynoso, he says, and I quote, I've been training for 20 years, and in this time, I've trained 15 world champions, and my job is just to train them. These people, like Caleb Plant, don't know anything about my career, my accomplishments, everything that I've done in my role with these fighters. This is something that they're ignorant about and trying to tarnish everything that I've worked for, end quote. First off, Eddy, ain't nobody trying to tarnish everything you work for. People are just calling out the obvious. You can't say, well, people stating the obvious is tarnishing your reputation. All people are saying is 3 of your fighters have popped, and each of them have some sort of story. One of them got off. Another one had the drug laws changed. And people are looking at you like, well, it's just so coincidental that these are your fighters. Hey, all I'm saying is it's like one of them things where it just looks bad, Eddy. It look bad, bruh. We get it. You got 15 world champions you've coached and all that. But how many of them champions? We don't know what you're doing in that gym, bro. We don't trust it. I don't trust it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You fool me 3 times, then we all some dumb motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. I can't 3 fighters, bruh. They got Dominique Ingle, his reputation over with his gym over there in the UK. Same thing. If you got fighters popping out of your gym, it happens. You can't say no one's out to get you, man. He also goes on to say this. I feel disappointed. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do this. Matter of fact, he says, I feel disappointed that I'm being criticized. I'm the trainer. I teach boxing. I teach technique. I prepare the fighters to fight. That's my role. Unfortunately, there are some people in the press that are trying to take me down and attacking me for something that I am not responsible for. Haters. End quote. So everybody's a hater. Everybody is a hater. Everybody a hater, man. It ain't about nobody. He mad at the press, which due to the boxing fans' uproar, the press had to start talking about this a little more. But he mad that the press is calling him out. He's mad that Caleb Plant is calling him out. He is mad that Devin Haney is calling him out. All of the fight fans are calling him out. So, look, man, I mean, bro, this is one of the few times where not only are fans putting the jacket on the fighter, but they now putting the jacket on the damn trainer. The jacket going on your ass, Reynoso. And it's unfortunate. Your reputation, ain't nobody out here tarnished it, bruh. The only people that tarnished your reputation are your fighters. People are just responding to your dirty ass fighters. I've never seen Oscar Valdez fight like that when he fought in that Burchell fight. I got to question that. Me as a fight fan, man, look, prior to this, No one thought twice about no damn Oscar Valdez. We was big in Valdez all the way up. I was very impressed with Oscar Valdez's performances. I was giving him nothing short of respect. And I'm like, yo, man, if he get Shakur, if he get Hearn, they got a lot to deal with, dog. But now it's like respect is like, poof. I'm sorry. And then, man, it would have been something even different if he would at least got a punishment. The very least that they could have done is punish them, whether it been a slap on the wrist. They just say screw everything and everyone, how you feel, what you feel. And we not taking no titles. He's going to continue to fight, and there's nothing to see here. We're going to rely on this commission. We're going to hide behind their rules. Let ABC say, hey, you can't knock the commission's rules, right? It's the commission. When ain't nobody never followed those rules, the rules that were supposed to be followed were the WBC Clean Boxing Program's rules, which were broke. But if any other fighter breaks those rules, well, let's just say their name is toast in the boxing world. So don't get it twisted, Reynoso. Your dude got off. Yeah, your reputation is at stake. I'm not going to sit up in here and say, oh, you know what? Yeah, we got to leave Eddy Reynoso alone. He's such a good trainer. And hey, look, man, I was giving you all of that praise and accolades before all of this happened. But when the third one popped, oh, nah, hell nah. Ain't nothing left to talk about at this point, fight fans. This man got a juicing-ass gym. He has a juicing-ass Tropicana over that gym. And I'm sorry. But it's not no one else's fault but yours. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. So let's go to another quote from Eddy Reynoso. Eddy Reynoso says this. Oh, I already went over that one. Eddy Reynoso says this. He says that he says, and I quote, the analogy to this is when a manager picks bad fights for his fighter and then they blame the trainer. They're mixing up the roles. I didn't study medicine. I don't give advice on medicine. I don't give advice on nutrition, end quote. Okay, cool. But you still got to monitor your fighter. I mean, you and Canelo are like brothers or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you eat dinner with them. Y'all kick it all the time, especially during when the world was all crazy and y'all had to stay close to each other. I'm just saying, you as the head trainer, you should be on top of all, like, what are you putting in your body? Hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing there? I would think that that's part of your purview, your overview. Unless Canelo just got you on some don't call me unless I call you type shit. Oh, don't call me unless it's time to fight. Muhammad told us, say Reynoso Minute Maid Gym. Exactly, Slip. Tropicana over that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? God damn. I mean, juice everywhere, bro. You probably turn on a water fountain, it's high C coming out that junk. You know what I'm saying? Lava burst. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You talking about, man, look, I don't give advice on medicine. I don't give advice on nutrition. Man, that just sounds like you just trying to cop yourself out. I don't know anything about these things. I'm a boxing trainer. I've been training for years, but I don't know anything about medicine and steroids and nutrition. I have no idea about nutrition. I'm a head trainer, but I have no idea about nutrition. That makes a lot of sense, fight fans. I ain't believing it. And yeah, your reputation is at stake. I will admit. I guess the only thing, I don't even know what can even take the jacket off him. Is it his fighters got to win? I mean, what is it if they win? I mean, they got to be under stringent drug testing. I mean, we got to see the results plastered on Twitter every day or something. I mean, what do we got to do to be convinced that the Minute Maid Gym, you know what I'm saying, ain't busting with juice everywhere? I don't know. That's a hard jacket to take off. That's why nobody wants it. Canelo ain't even took his off yet. Canelo's still suffering the consequences of what happened to him back in the day. It's a hard jacket to take off, Reynoso. It really, really is. A tainted gym. Whew. That hurts. That hurts a little bit. You know what I'm saying? According to Eddy Reynoso, he says, and I quote, let me move this over a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, we got another one because Eddy Reynoso just been talking. I'm gonna move this to the top. All right, here we go. Bam. All right, so according to Eddy Reynoso, and I quote, "So far, I have been having a great year in terms of my career, and I've been taking a lot of criticism here, and I don't think that it's justified because I'm the trainer, and I had nothing to do with this." Damn, I mean, how many times you gonna say it, bro? We got it. You're the trainer. You don't do nothing else. You just train. You just wake up in the morning, go to the gym, pick up the pads and the mitts, and say, Canelo, hit the mitts, hit the pads, boom, boom, boom. This is the game plan. See you later. And you don't talk to Canelo at all for the rest of the day. We understand. You had nothing to do with nothing. Eddie, like, I don't, it has nothing to do with me. If it was me and I had total control over him, according to Eddy Reynoso, then this wouldn't have maybe not have happened. But you tend to forget that you had total control over Canelo. And it still happened. So, I don't know, man. Eddy Reynoso, man, I don't know. Matter of fact, I think I got that quote too. Yeah, I do. I got it right here. He says that with fighters that I am fully in charge of, like Saul Alverez and some other fighters in the past, something like this wouldn't happen, end quote. Now, for those who read that and hear that, I know you cracking all the way up. I mean, is he serious? Is he for real? He can't be for real. You using Canelo Alvarez as an example for real. This don't make no damn sense, fight fans. He's saying that if I had total control over the fighter like I do over Canelo, then this wouldn't have happened. Newsflash, you forgot? The major scandal of Canelo Alvarez, clenbuterol, Canelo is what they call him. Clenbuterol, Canelo, whatever they, you know what I'm saying? You forgot? It's a shame, man. I actually like Eddy Reynoso, man. He seemed like to be a cool cat, you know what I'm saying? He really do. But this time around, bruh, there's nothing you can say. I don't think there's anything you can. The proof is literally in the pudding. Like, the proof is with your fighters. It ain't you. Well, I guess it ain't you to a certain degree that's doing the crime. But then again, who knows, right? We just don't know. It's your fighters, but you are the head. You running things over there. Or are you running things over there? Or is it the juice man? Who the juice man? You got the number to the juice man? Who letting the juice man in the door? How did he get in the gym? How do they know where to go? I don't know. I ask these questions, and I guess those are the wrong questions to ask. But I don't know how Eddy Reynoso gonna take this jacket off. I just don't have no idea. It maybe time heals all things. It may, maybe in the next 15 to 17 years, time heals all things. And I don't know, man. I don't know what you can do other than tell your fighters to stop juicing. That's the only thing I can tell you. Let me see what the fam talking about, man. Salute to everyone. Muhammad Hamatola says, yo, salute Mainman and the fam. Salute to you, man. Reynoso should enroll his fighters in a year-round random drug testing to chase the black cloud that's hanging over his head. That's a start. Maybe pay for that extra VADA testing. That stuff that Eddie Hearn be paying for, that extra deep VADA testing that goes even deeper than the one that the clean boxing program use. Maybe that's a stop. But then I don't trust anything from the WBC as far as dealing with it. Oh, we'll give them more drug testing and we'll tell everyone about it. I don't trust nothing that come out of Suleiman's mouth. So miss me with whatever they got going on. But other than doing extra testing, paying for it themselves, making sure that they are under strict, stringent testing, I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help change a couple minds. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Peter Von Ox says, yo, man, Reynoso is trying to play the victim. Oh, well. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Trying to play victim. Trying to play stupid. I would never do nothing like this. I would never in a million years. Man, we ain't believing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't believing that. He says, but you suggest that they on the juice, says Andre Self. I mean, I would think, yeah. They definitely on the, they all got caught. How the hell does Oscar Valdez get caught and he ain't got to do nothing? Nothing. The WBC ain't so much as came out and said, hey, we're going to put him on like a special drug testing protocol, and he got to pass all of them like they do everybody else. I mean, he got nothing. That's unheard of. Unheard of, fight fans. Unheard of. I got L-Dub on deck. What's up, L-Dub Boxing on deck? Everybody that hear the sound in my voice, go check out my brother L-Dub, the encyclopedia of boxing. You know what I'm saying? All day. You know what I'm saying? What's up, homie? How you feeling, man? How you feeling, man? You know what it is. Yes, sir. Muhammad told us his Reynoso's father is in charge of Canelo's diet. Seen it on HBO 24/7. Yeah, what is it? Chepo? Is it Chepo? I thought Chepo was the head of it. I don't know, man. But they know what's going on, bro. I remember on all those 24/7s and stuff like that, you see them all sitting around the same table, all in the same kitchen, especially around fight camp time. You know what I'm saying? They all together all the time. I ain't believing none of this crap. Reynoso just playing dumb because his reputation is at stake. I will agree to that. And this is not nothing that no trainer, just like no fighter, don't want to have a reputation of a juicer. No trainer doesn't want his gym to have a reputation of having a juiced up gym. It's the worst thing in the world, you know what I'm saying? All day. So we're going to move right along, man. Eddy Reynoso, man, you know, hey, I don't know what to tell you, bruh. You know, I have no idea on what to tell him, man, on what he should do to clear his name, to clear his reputation, other than stringent testing, make sure that nobody else pop, and I guess that's about as good as I can suggest, you know what I'm saying? And they got to keep winning. Get yourself back in the good graces of the boxing fans, you know what I'm saying? But that's about as good as it gets for me, you know what I'm saying? All day. So let's move on to something else, shall we? Move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. I want to talk about this one right here, fight fans. Did y'all, oh, you know what? I'm going to get rid of the webcam on this one. Did y'all happen to see the face-off between Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk that came on a little earlier today? Now, what's up with your man's suit? He got one of them Shawn Porter suits on, you know what I'm saying? My man got one of them Porter specials, man. You know what I mean? Got Porter orange on. Is that Porter orange, or is that like a burgundy or something? I don't know. It looked like Porter orange, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, did y'all see this earlier? Now, the thing is that I'm taking away, and I've been waiting for this particular moment right here. But clearly, both men, like I told y'all the other day, yesterday, they so bent on the mental games right now, and they don't want to give an inch. Look how they dress, man. I got Oleksandr Usyk looking like Jaquan Phoenix off the Joker or something. You know what I'm saying? Looking like he about to go to a poker game in Gotham City. You know what I'm saying? And I got Anthony Joshua, got the headphones all the way up to his chin, got his jacket zipped up. Neither man really want to show off their physique. This is straight up mental warfare right here, fight. That's when I seen this. I'm like, look, to me, this Oleksandr Usyk look a little overdressed. Not to mention he wearing like 100 colors. Like, goddamn, the tie matches nothing. The tie and the vest is how many colors do we see in this picture right here? I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 colors on Oleksandr Usyk, and this is just the top half. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what color his shoes and his socks might be. Oleksandr Usyk look like he lunching, man. Like, look at him, bro. He look like he out of his damn mind. You know what I'm saying? What the hell has been going on with Oleksandr Usyk? You been kicking it with Eddy Reynoso? What's been up with you, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Because you coming in this joint dressed like you straight out of Gotham City. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the one major thing about this that I took away from this, that is the size difference, man. And this is something, like I said, I've been wanting to see for a while. So as you can see with them shoulder to shoulder, that's about the size. That's not too far off from the shoulders, you know what I'm saying? And then when you turn it around and they went to the face-to-face, well, you see clearly, it looks to me that AJ is kind of like towering over Oleksandr Usyk. And I ain't even peep Oleksandr Usyk's little mustache right there. I see you got the Hulk Hogan thing going on right there. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that this is what I was telling y'all the other day. Distance and range is going to be key for Anthony Joshua. All Anthony Joshua needs to do against Oleksandr Usyk to be successful is to control the distance and range. What I've been going back through a lot of Anthony Joshua's old fights just to see what his capabilities are in certain situations. I leave fully confident that Anthony Joshua has the ability to deal with Oleksandr Usyk. Anthony Joshua can punch while moving. He's very focused, and when he lasers in and he focuses on a game plan, he does do everything it takes to try to execute that game plan. Whether it's changing his body, whether it's changing his mindset, whatever it takes, he's willing to strive to do that. I've seen him in the past punch while moving, remain agile. I've seen him, when he slims down, remain loose. He can fight from range, from distance. He mixes his punches up from distance. And he can control the pace. And he can impose himself from distance. All of these things, I think, will be key against Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk's only route, I think, would be he would try to get to the inside, right? Far as when we're talking about attrition and when we're talking about conditioning, Oleksandr Usyk has been getting by on Derek Chisora and Witherspoon from pity-pat punching his way down the stretch, outlasting his opponents, running from his opponent. They can't corner him. They can't pin him down. He's steady punching while they not punching. These punches ain't really hurting nobody. He pity-pat punching, but he punching and he winning and he racking up points. My thing is, I think in Joshua's case, it's different. If Joshua is fighting comfortably, coming forward at his pace, he's not going to be like Witherspoon and Chisora in those championship rounds. And Joshua would take, if he got to take a round or two off to get his win, he would ensure that going into those championship rounds, he's going to be ready to go. All of that pity-pat shit ain't going to be working, I don't think, down the stretch on Joshua. Now, people may say, well, man, I think Oleksandr Usyk can move from this angle to that angle, and Joshua won't be able to pin him down. I disagree. I think that Joshua did I told you, phenomenal job of pinning down Joseph Parker. He did a phenomenal job of staying away and staying on the back foot and boxing at range against Andy Ruiz and Joseph Parker. He ran circles around Pulev from range. And I think all of those things, I've seen Joshua now do it over and over and over again. And I think that Joshua is going to do exactly what he's been saying, and that is draw from his previous experiences. Now, I don't know how the southpaw thing going to affect him. We ain't seen him against a southpaw since Charles Martin. But I think that if he draws from what he'd been through before, when he had to slim his body down, when he had to fight mobile, like when he had to fight on the move, when he had to be agile, when he had to be much more loose, when he had to worry about his conditioning and not overdoing it or underdoing it, he's been through these things in previous fights to a certain degree. And I think with that made up, I think he's ready to go. I don't see where Usyk can shine at here. Outside of attrition. He ain't going to go to the inside on Joshua. Joshua packs a mean uppercut. Joshua can fight on the inside. But most importantly, Joshua is strong. Usyk going there and risk getting clocked. And if Joshua is even smarter, he should do what he did against Joseph Parker. Every time Joseph Parker tried to get to the inside, Joshua just took the steps back. He didn't give it to him at all. Every time Joseph Parker was trying to make it to the inside, Joshua had the jab on him, and he was taking those steps back, jabbing while moving back, jabbing while moving back. You ain't gonna get to my inside because you gonna have to go through these punches, and I'm using my feet. I think distance and range would be key once again, and I've seen this man execute distance and range, moving while punching, agile fighting on more than one occasion and be successful. Now, as for Oleksandr Usyk, he can spoil the party. Don't get me wrong. The man had 4 belts at cruiserweight. Man can fight. He has that Lomachenko-esque style, and he's bringing Papa Lomachenko in to coach him this time around. Remember, Papa Lomachenko don't coach nobody else. This is Usyk's amateur coach. And his amateur coach is stepping off the sidelines to say, you know what? I got you, man. I'm going to get you through this. But I just don't think that Usyk is going to be able to get to the inside. On the outside, can the volume overwhelm Joshua? That is one concern I do got. Usyk is usually a high volume fighter for a heavyweight. That can maybe affect Joshua, but I don't know. I don't think Joshua's power is going to be gone. Like, he doesn't look small to the point where the power is going to just disappear. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I see Oleksandr Usyk losing this fight. Let's give a prediction, fight fans. My prediction for this fight, honestly, I'm going to call a majority decision for Anthony Joshua. I think he makes it to the final bell. But I think Anthony Joshua racks up enough rounds to where it's going to hold off whatever onslaught that Oleksandr Usyk or rallying cry that Oleksandr Usyk might want to do down the stretch. I think Joshua's going to be way up. I think Joshua's going to keep Usyk on the outside, keep the jab on him. Every time Usyk takes a step in, Joshua takes a step back. I think that Usyk is not going to be able to barely touch Joshua because Joshua is going to keep that distance. Look at this height, man. Look at this differential right here. I'm favoring AJ into this fight heavy. I was a little mixed up about it at first until I really had to study what AJ can do in certain situations for real. And I'm telling you, man, he can move. And he can jab. And he uses length. And he gets full extension. I think he'll be the stronger fighter. I know the biggest fear for AJ fans going into this fight is that Usyk can outbox Joshua. I think we're going to get a rude awakening. I think Joshua's going to outbox Usyk. I know that may sound crazy to some of y'all. I know y'all may say, no, man, you tripping. I think Joshua's going to outbox Usyk. I think Usyk is going to have a problem getting next to Joshua. Joshua knows what punches he's going to use. He's been studying for this, man. Y'all forgot. I told y'all, Joshua was at Usyk's last fight. Usyk was not at Joshua's last fight. But Joshua was at Usyk's last fight. Joshua's been studying this man, dog. He knew exactly what he was going to do with his body. He knew exactly the game plan. He's been studying this man for months, if not over a year. I'm not taking nothing away from Oleksandr Usyk. He's a damn good fighter. I got a lot of respect for Oleksandr Usyk. I do. He's a former undisputed champion. You can't help but respect him. And can he pull the upset? There is a possibility. Yes, I will say. But I'm favoring Joshua heavy for a majority decision. And I believe that he will outbox Usyk using distance and range and the power to keep Usyk on the outside. Usyk is going to try to get up under some of them punches and get to the inside. I get it. But I don't think the footwork is nearly as fast at heavyweight as it was at cruiserweight. And he'll run the risk of getting clipped. I'm favoring Anthony Joshua in this fight. All day. You know what I'm saying? All day. All day. All day. Hey, y'all going in on Eddy Reynoso, man. Y'all ain't playing, man. Y'all know it's all bull crap, man. Y'all know it's all BS, man. Hey, man, let me get some music on, man. I know it's a little too quiet up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all know it's all BS, man. Y'all know it's all BS. Let me see. Brennan Smith says, just come out to say that they are on. Just come out and say that they are on the juice. That's all he got to do. Might well just keep it real. You wearing the jacket anyway. The jacket ain't going nowhere. Shit, you might well embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Michael Anderson says, what's up from Detroit, man? But all day, Buzz smashing Porter. Peace, man. Much love to Detroit, man. Much love to Detroit. All day, man. You know what it is. I'm glad y'all hearing me out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, man. Hey, that night right there, it's going to be epic, man. I hope I got Detroit on deck, man. All day. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Boxing Hog says, nah, man, that 24/7 VADA will literally catch every single micrograms in anyone's system. There is no way that you can get away with anything. I agree. Hey, that VADA testing that they got to pay for, oh, that thing's serious. That thing's serious. That thing catches everyone. That's the same test that caught Billy Joe Saunders on Demetrius Andrade. That's the same test that caught Jarrell Big Baby Miller on AJ. And many others before. Matter of fact, when Canelo Alverez came back to fight Gennady Golovkin was banging on the tables like, look, only way I'm fighting him, he gonna have to do this test and that test. But he gonna have to do this test. See, that test, whenever, I don't want y'all to mix it up. And remember, y'all heard it from Mainman. The VADA test that comes from the clean boxing program is free to the fighters. The fighters don't pay 1 red cent. Nothing out of their purses, nothing. The test, the extra VADA test that we talking about that goes deeper, that's the one that they pay for. But the clean boxing program don't have that test. So when y'all talk about fighters paying for drug testing, the only one that they'll pay for is this extra test that we talking about. The ones that the commissions give them, which is crap, you know what I'm saying? That's a crap test. The one that the sanctioning body give them, that's paid by the sanctioning body. But if they want to go deeper, oh no, they pay out of their own pocket for that special VADA testing. You know what I'm saying? All day. Muhammad Tola says, yo, man, I see a big uppercut coming from AJ, changing the course of this fight. If Usyk hang around on the inside too long, that can very well happen. If Oleksandr Usyk hangs around, and this is what I'm saying, he's going to have to get in there, get that combination off, and get the hell out of Dodge. But I do think that he will run the risk of being clipped. And getting away from AJ's punch, he got a long punch. You see how he's towering over top of Usyk right here? He got a long punch, you know what I'm saying? So I think that, truth be told, it's going to be hard to get away from Josh. And Joshua is not, like I say, he's kind of nimble on his feet now, especially when he's slimmed down like this. He's much more agile on his feet. Now, let's not get it twisted here, fight fans. Now, I may be giving Joshua all of this credit against Oleksandr Usyk, but I want everybody to not misunderstand me none. And this works against Oleksandr Usyk, but when we talking about bomb squad, it's a whole different conversation. See, all of that upper body movement might be nice for Oleksandr Usyk, but your head don't move. But that's a different conversation, but we're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm trying to make to y'all is I believe that Anthony Joshua is definitely going to beat Oleksandr Usyk and outbox him. And I don't think that Oleksandr Usyk really is not going to have much outside of volume and conditioning or attrition, which I don't think at heavyweight. I don't fully believe that Usyk can really win that fight because he's putting on weight himself. He's putting on more muscle himself. I'm not fully convinced that he can beat Joshua in a game of attrition or a game of volume. I'm convinced he can do that against Chisora and Witherspoon, but I'm not convinced that he can do that against a Joshua. Joshua's a gym rat, man. He's a gym rat. He just ain't Derek Chisora. He ain't bulked up to get tired. Now, if this would have been a more bulked up version, of strong-looking version of Anthony Joshua, I would have had my doubts. I'd have been like, you know what? He going to mess around and get tired. The muscles are going to be sucking up all the oxygen. He going to get tired, got to take time off. Oleksandr Usyk going to run away with the fight. But he slimmed down. Smart man. Because if I would have got a muscular Joshua, I would have been going Usyk all day. You know what I'm saying? Smart man. Yes, sir. Muhammad Amatola says this fight could very well play out like Spence versus Mikey. Absolutely. When Mikey couldn't lay a glove on Earl, I agree with that. It could. Joshua has the tools to do it. He has the jab, he has the right hand, and I believe he has the feet. And he has the judging of distance. He's very good at that, at standing on the outside and handling this business from the outside. And if you come too close, he got an uppercut waiting for you. I like it. I like Joshua's chances. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Hawk 28 says, yo, bro, you speaking facts, man, on this fight. Predictions, I like how you use sense, man. Absolutely. That's what I do. Before I do a prediction, man, I got to do my homework. You know, even though we watch every single fight of these fighters, you know how we do, fight fans. There's always little things we miss, especially on the first viewing. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go back, watch, especially if it's a fight that we ain't seen in a long time, and I got to refresh my memory because we look at so many damn fights then before I sit down and give a prediction, I got to get very familiar with both men's styles. That's just the way I think that all content creators should do their predictions. Like going off the head and off your gut. No, go actually do a little homework. See what each man does well, and then make your call. I think that's the best way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, fam. Much love. Much love. Heavy Lefty says, Joshua's jaw got framework damage, and Usyk has a nice bag of tricks to test that. Should be interesting, but I am favoring Usyk for the upset. Okay. That would be tragic. That would be what Joshua just signed, like a lifetime deal with Matchroom or something like that? Like he's going to be with Matchroom now to the end of his career. Matter of fact, I got something on that. He's going to be with Matchroom, man, to the end of his damn career. Yeah, man, he got a quote out about that. He's just happy to be there, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just happy to be there. It says, according to Eddie Hearn, this is the fourth and final promotional agreement that we have signed together. And I am honored that AJ has confirmed his future with Matchroom. Just like we did from the debut, myself and the great team at Matchroom will continue to work relentlessly for Anthony in many chapters that remain. And according to Anthony Joshua, he says, and I quote, I felt comfortable during my years as a boxer, and I always felt that the business outside of the sport is harder than the actual fighting due to the history and some of the problems that some fighters have had. So to be with Matchroom Sports has been a blessing for myself, my family, and my team, end quote. I'm going to say this, man. I think that's a good move for him. I mean, look, man. Do we got issues with Eddie all day? Do we got issues with Joshua all day? But as far as them on their own merits, Joshua's doing the best thing for him. Freaking Hearn made Joshua a star. Say what you want about Hearn as a lion, sneaky little fox, little weasel, whatever. But you cannot say he did not make AJ a star when the UK badly needed one. I mean that. The UK needed a star. Lennox was gone. Kawasaki was gone. Y'all needed a star. All y'all had was Amir Khan and his weak-ass Army Bomby. But y'all needed a star. And Eddie produced one. So at the very least, and from what I understand, Josh was very well taken care of financially. I mean, all of his deals. He's got the sponsorship deals. You don't see many fighters nowadays getting sponsorship deals. This kid was made to be a walking billboard. You know what I'm saying? Like he's marketable. That's the word. He's marketable. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because before him and Deontay Wilder had their run-ins or whatever, I used to cover Deontay Wilder Anthony Joshua back in the day before he became Anthony Joshua. And I remember the way he kind of got his start was, and he kind of resonated with me, was he started going to the schools with the kids. And he used to teach boxing in the schools, and he used to push. His cause back in the day was pushing boxing in schools. And that was a cause I used to talk about here on the channel all the time. I would love to see high schools, junior high schools, just school programs in general, incorporate boxing into their sports programs. I mean, these youngsters out here, that's all they do is fight all day long. When I came up, that's all we did was fight. Slap boxing or going to the body or whatever it may be. That's all they do. That's all we did was fight until the guns start coming into play. So won't you give these kids somewhere to burn their energy? I'm telling you, Joe, you don't know how many world champions are walking around out here on these streets. And the schools can prepare these kids for that. You got literally world champions walking around out here. What if nobody would have got a Gervonta Tank Davis? He still would have been walking around the streets of Baltimore, right? All that talent sitting in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So my point I'm making is, though, like, they need to bring boxing back in schools. And that was Anthony Joshua's cause back in the day. And I respected that. I remember covering that on the video and the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? So salute to him for that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him for that. I got word of the day on deck. What's up with you, man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can this extra test be beat? can this extra test be beat? I mean, nah. From what I understand, bro, like the ratios, because that's what makes VADA testing so stringent and strong. If you sit it next to the USADA test, the one that, you know, a lot of the WBO fighters take and a lot of other fighters, that USADA test, the testing ratios are different. So the VADA test has the most stringent ratios, you know what I'm saying? And the one that they pay for goes even stringent than that. I don't think you can beat it. You can't have so much as a half a picogram inside you of anything. And everything is banned on VADA. Ain't no in competition, out of competition. Everything. And that test goes even deeper than the one that the WBC uses. That test is vicious. Eddy puts it in all of his fights. But the fighters got to pay for it. It's coming out of the fighters' purses. But he puts it in all of his fights, and I can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Usyk and Joshua is going to be a damn good fight, in my opinion, says Peter Von Ox. I agree. I think this is going to be a wonderful fight, man. I'm looking forward to it this weekend. I got to put a disclaimer out there, fight fans. Matter of fact, let me cut the music because I know y'all might be a little upset with me about this one. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, disclaimer. Unfortunately, fight fans, I will not be able to do an immediate post-reaction to this fight Saturday because it's going down Saturday afternoon, and I have a pressing matter that I have to attend to that day. So just to give a heads up right now, because y'all know I usually come on right during the fight or when the interviews are going on or whatever, I will not be able to do an immediate post-fight reaction to Usyk and Joshua. So what I'll do is I'll come back later on Saturday evening, and I'll come and give my take then. But it will not be immediately after the fight because I got a pressing matter I got to take care of, all right? So my apologies, but I will be on Saturday that night, you know what I'm saying? And everything that I took out from that fight, we'll break it down there, you know what I'm saying? My brother DJ Zion Love says, yo, man, I got Usyk, man. You got Usyk too? A lot of y'all up in here popping up with Usyk, you know what I'm saying? I hear that, man. I hear that. Hey, man, Usyk, he got a chance. I'm not going to say he don't got a chance. Raheem says, yo, man, he loses focus from time to time, and he can be caught and hurt. Who you talking about? Are you talking about Usyk or are you talking about AJ? Yeah, if you're talking about AJ, yeah, he's been hurt quite a few times. Been put down quite a few times, too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I do believe that his focus he's always focused, though. Now, whether or not he get the job done, like in the Andy Ruiz situation, I just think that he was in no man's land right there. Punch from the gods landed. He was all discombobulated. He ain't know where he was at. He didn't know what his name was. He wanted out. He just wanted to go home and get up under the covers and you know, get next to a teddy bear or something, you know what I mean? I get it. Everybody have a bad night, right? But I think for the most part, Joshua's together up here. And that's what's key. Say what you want about Joshua. He's this, he's that, and I make fun of him a lot, and y'all know I do, especially when we talking about Wilder. But one thing I got to give him full credit for, even the way he bounced back from the Ruiz loss, he's strong right here. He is not weak right here. He is not weak whatsoever. I mean, he ain't weak. He's strong. Strong-minded. Strong-minded. John Mayfield says, look, if you are taking anything other than what you are allowed to take, then you are a cheater. It's simple as that. Simple as that. And if more than 3 fighters in your gym pop up dirty, then your gym is Tropicana. Your gym is dirty too. Look, Reynoso, you in the same boat with your fighters. You in the same boat, bruh. Shit don't change. You got to take the same reputation, if you will, that Canelo and Oscar and Neri got. Blame it on the gym. Blame it on the gym. You know what I'm saying? Blame it on the gym. All right, look, man, I'm going to get ready to go to this last story real quick, fight fans. So that's my full prediction for this, is just to give a heads up, man. I think Oleksandr Usyk is going to come to fight. I think he has a game plan himself, but I think his game plan is going to be limited. I think he's going to have to get to the inside, or his best way to beat Joshua is through volume or attrition. Like Joshua got to take time off, and Oleksandr Usyk's volume is still getting high. Like I told y'all in the past, Oleksandr Usyk, his biggest problem also is when if both of the fighters are starting at 100, then they're both decreasing. Oleksandr Usyk just normally decreases much slower than who he's facing, but he never has a second win. Like in AJ's case, for example, if he gets tired, he may take a round and got to get himself together. He may breathe hard, shell up the whole entire round. You know what I'm saying? But the next round, he going to turn it back up. That ain't how Usyk do. Usyk just slowly decreases, but just slowly. He don't never kick it back in gear. Oh, now I'm back now. I'm going to jump on. No, because he's doing so much activity. And he does this round after round where he doesn't give himself time to do that. He just slowly decreases, but he never bounces back. And if you don't have a bounce back, Joshua's going to be strong going down the stretch. I'm telling y'all. He just I've never seen Usyk just like come out explosive, just more explosive than the round previous. You know what I'm saying? It's always he's either boxing at that level or just going down another level. This is what I see from him. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. Real spill. Good luck with your pressing matter, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, John Crow. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I wish I could have caught the fight. You know what I mean? I'm gonna catch the fight. I wish I can do the post-fight thing live, man. But it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. But I want to move on to this one last subject, fight fans, before I get up out of here, man. I know I hold y'all late tonight, you know what I'm saying? But I want to get to one last thing. Now, I can't talk about heavyweights, Anthony Joshua and Usyk, without talking about my main man, Deontay Wilder. And I want to say Deontay Wilder's been going on a slew of interviews. He's back on the scene. And I like what he's talking. I like the energy that I'm feeling. I like the vibe that I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, I'm getting a rejuvenated, refreshed feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting a really rejuvenated, like he's just ready to go type feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like he's happy, like he got something new and he want to show the world his new toy, like my newfound toy. Who I should say that about? Jermell Charlo. I used to tell everybody that Jermell Charlo, when he linked up with Derrick James, and he had this new power, right, fight fans? He wanted to run around and knock everybody out, didn't he? Oh, yeah. And he was head hunting, extra hard. He in there with Tony Harrison just throwing everything at Tony. He in there with Austin Trout, throwing everything at Austin Trout. Because he wanted to show the world, look what I've learned. Look what Derrick James gave me. He gave me the power. I have the power now. I have the Earl Spence power. And he wanted to show it so bad. And it was making him look foolish in fights. But eventually he got it clicking, and look at him now, right? You know what I'm saying? Unified champion doing his thing at 54. Now, that's the sense that I get here. See, this was the old Deontay Wilder with Mark Breland. And it was the same old, each and every fight, right? Jab, 1-2, the 1-2, the 1-2. According to Deontay Wilder in his recent interviews, he says that when I was with Mark Breland never taught me nothing outside of the 1-2. That's all he taught me. This is why I always tell people, why we acting like Mark Breland and Deontay Wilder was a match made in heaven? I got Deontay Wilder fighting off instinct most of this shit, bro. Mark Breland ain't teaching him nothing but the 1-2. Clearly, Deontay Wilder was very receptive to Mark Breland because he mastered that 1-2 to a certain degree, especially that right hand, right? But that's all that Breland taught him. Now, let me see. According to Mark Breland, this is what he said about what he taught Deontay Wilder. And I quote, "I try to keep Deontay Wilder calm. I taught him the jab and the straight right hand. I told him 95% of fighters are scared to death of you. Just use the jab and then the straight," end quote. Well, that's straight up and down. No special effects. That is vanilla ice cream, fight fans. This is the game plan. Each and every fight. Eventually it caught up with Wilder. But this was it. So this was Nothing outside of the ones. You got Mark Breland in there. Throw the 1-2. All right, 1-2, boom. Okay, great. Throw it again. 1-2, boom. All right, that's what's up. Hey, throw the 1-2 one more time. 1-2. All right, cool. Damn, you ain't asking for no uppercuts. You ain't asking for no hooks. You ain't asking for no nothing. You just want the 1-2. Just throw the 1-2, man. 1-2. And it's like, I don't know, maybe Wilder got bored. Maybe Wilder stopped being so receptive. Maybe there was more inside of Wilder that wanted to come out. And he never got a chance to do it because you got old Mark in there. Just throw the 1-2, man. Just throw the 1-2. You don't need nothing else. They all scared of you, man. Shit, man, I got things to do. Go, man. Throw the 1-2. Come on. That's Mark Breland's words, fight fans. That's not Mainman Mademan. He says, I told him that everyone's going to be scared to death for you. Just throw the 1-2. That was Mike Tyson's problem. Mike Tyson walked in there with all of these fighters that was scared of him. Either they were old or they were scared of him. And then when one of them says, you know what, I got the power of God in me, man. It ain't going to happen. You can't move me, Iron Mike. And his name was Evander Holyfield. Oh, it was a total exposing. Total exposing. All because everyone was afraid of you, Mike. When James Buster Douglas walked through them ropes fearless after losing his moms. And you do become fearless when you lose your moms. Trust me, I know. And James walked up in there fearless. No fear of Mike. Stood up to Mike. What happened to Mike? Point I'm making to you, man, you can't just get by on fear. Thinking just because everybody going to be scared of you. Why is your trainer telling you that? They just use fear and the 1-2. That's the Deontay Wilder that we had. Now, let's fast forward this, huh? Let's get to the new guy. Now, as for this dude, Malik Scott. I've been watching Malik. I've been watching. Lord knows I've been watching. Because I was wrestling with something in my head this whole time, fight fans. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was wrestling back and forth with, because when I seen Malik, I first started saying, well, why Malik? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't understand it for a minute until I had to start seeing the videos. I had to start seeing the training footage. I had to start seeing the chemistry. And then I had to start listening to Deontay Wilder speak on it. And then I start thinking, like, you know what? You can go back as far as I can remember. And Malik Scott has always hung around Deontay Wilder. In the background, whether it was whatever, you know what I mean? Like, always building up to a Wilder fight. You see Malik Scott somewhere around. Just kind of hanging on. I'm sure him and Wilder have been doing things in the gym before. You know, they even fought once upon a time. But the one thing that I can say, this is genuine right here, man. This ain't no dude that's coming around for the clout. This ain't no dude that's coming around, because, I'm coaching Deontay Wilder. This just to be in the mix. Nah, champ. What I sense from this dude is a genuine friend, a brother that got this man's best interests at heart. Most importantly, someone that's willing to teach Deontay Wilder more than just the damn 1-2. I almost wish that Malik was already there. You know what I mean? I don't know how it was going to look when it come out in the third fight, but I'm just saying, to know that this man literally genuinely has a lot of love for Deontay Wilder. Even when he fought, you know, Malik took the damn dive. Everybody knows that. Malik took the dive against Deontay Wilder. Why? Because that's his brother. They got a bag together. They walk out. Yeah, fans might have been mad or whatever the case. But guess what? They both eating. And I think all of this time, Malik has been standing in the background just watching like, man, I wish I had that chance. I teach my brother this. I teach him that. There's so much that he probably seen Breland not doing. So what's the difference here? According to, this is the quote, one of the quotes that I took away from Malik Scott. And they asked Malik Scott What are you going to do to prepare Deontay Wilder for this fight? And he says to wake up, eat, sleep, and shit boxing. To wake up, roll over into your recovery tank. Roll over onto your track. Wake up, and Malik Scott is in the gym waiting on you to get ready. End quote. I sense motivation. Somebody that's giving a new energy, a new vibe. This ain't Deontay Wilder who got to walk up into a gym and you got Mark Breland ain't saying a word barely to you. All right, Deontay, just throw the 1-2. Nope, you threw the jab too high and you threw the right hand too low. Throw it again. Nah, you got nothing in common. Ain't no chemistry there. Ain't no rhythm. But inside, in this one, you got a different, it's like rejuvenating. He's bringing new things to Deontay Wilder. Look, man, hey, you should start trying this. You should start trying that. Looking at that training footage, my man is punching while moving now. My man got the head movement. Hey, Deontay Wilder was never a mover puncher. Never. He's back, focusing back on the body work again. He's telling Tyson Fury, I'm going to go to your body like a steak on the grill. Bro, he focused. He's anxious, just like Charlo was, to show off his new toy, to show off his new gifts. He that kid on Christmas morning that want to run outside to show the rest of the kids, look at my new toy as opposed to what y'all got. Oh, what you say you got? You got some little handheld game? You got what? Man, I got a fresh Nintendo and what? With all the games. And he want everyone around the neighborhood to know. You know what I'm saying? And so with that feeling alone, man, I'm feeling this. I like that. I feel like this is genuine, most importantly. And, you know, ain't nothing wrong with riding with your homie, dog. You got your homie at your side, someone that you can trust. He brought in a new trainer, somebody that specializes in the gloves and all that stuff. That's cool, too. And most importantly, whatever the play is that Deontay Wilder want to do, Malik there to back it. He's just there to show Deontay Wilder how to do it the right way. Malik has also have experience of sparring Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury talked all his talk like he did XYZ, busted up Malik's eardrum or something like that. But Malik walked away with that from that sparring session, I'm sure, with a wealth of knowledge on Tyson Fury. I like the feeling I'm getting from these two. It's just rejuvenating. Wilder, and the longer that this fight lingers, the more time that you are giving Malik and Deontay to get it together. I mean, am I expecting a totally revamped Deontay Wilder in this short amount of time? Maybe not. I mean, you're an older fighter, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's the little things I'm hoping for. But I just do know with more and more time that goes past, they're going to get it together. I'm waiting. I can't wait. I cannot, man, I am dying to see what this combination look like in the end. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in it. I just think that this is a night and day look for Mark Breland. I mean, even Deontay Wilder talking different. Like, I don't know. You could just, I can't put a finger on it. I can't put a word to it. He just feel rejuvenated. And it's good to not see him in a sad place. It's good for me to see him having the media in check, not dragging his words and putting them in a funhouse mirror and putting them, you know, in some funhouse mirror and taking what you want from it. I'm glad that he carrying it the way he carrying it. Silence is golden. We used to say that all the time. Bomb Squad. Silence is golden. Look like you was listening. I heard him talking about that earlier. Silence is gold. Man, we used to say that shit all the time on the channel. You know what I'm saying? And I respect his silence. I respect his rejuvenation. He's looking like he's like Wilder 2.0. Wilder 2.0. And I respect the fact that he went into his recovery recovery tank mentally as well as physically. And I'm just glad that he getting it together. And now I'm going to be rooting hard for my American heavyweight champion all diggity day. Y'all bet that. To all of my new people that come rock with the homie, just know when it comes to Deontay Wilder, when it comes to the heavyweight division, Mainman's train of thinking is I'm a nationalistic guy when it comes to heavyweights. I believe that the heavyweight division, I was always taught, is about nationalistic pride. I was always taught that since a pup. That's just the way my older generation before me who watched the sport of boxing, that's what they taught me. So whoever was the American heavyweight champion, when he fights someone from abroad, we got to back that man because this is a different level. This is what presidents come out to see. You know what I'm saying? Like this is everything. This is the baddest man on the planet. I respect the office. I respect the seat. I respect the fighter. So I'm rooting for Deontay Wilder, keeping my third eye on him. I'm liking what I'm feeling between him and Malik Scott. The chemistry, the love, the camaraderie, you know, all of that. And most importantly, Malik Scott says that Deontay Wilder is very, very receptive. There were people in the past that says that, you know, Wilder wasn't listening to Breland or he was on his own script or doing his own thing. Nah, man. According to Malik Scott, Wilder is very, very receptive to everything that I say to him. Everything that I asked of him, he's very receptive to. He says that Deontay Wilder, to the people he respects, those are the ones he's receptive to. Much love. Much love. We'll be watching Bomb Squad all day. You know what I'm saying? Much love, man. Much love, man. But with that being said, fight fans, you know, I think I held shit. I think I went a little bit over my time. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I think that is all that the homie is going to talk about tonight. Hold on, I'm just looking for my little thingamajig. I can't find it. But anyway, yeah, but that's all that the homie got for the night, fight fans, man. Yeah, it's oh, here you go, right here. That's what I've been looking for. Yeah, you know, it's like I said, it's just good just to see these two right here on the same page in a rejuvenation mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take a couple comments. I'm going to have to skip the phone calls tonight, fight fans. We'll pick the phone calls back up sometime this weekend, whether it be tomorrow or maybe sometime Saturday or Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But we'll definitely do phone calls within the next couple days. But tonight I'm a little tired. My voice is starting to leave me, so I'm going to get ready to check on out. You know what I'm saying? Much love to y'all all, man. Peter Von Ox says October 9th. We will see. Absolutely. Absolutely. Boxing Hog says, at least you admit Malik Scott took a dive, because he did a bad job at hiding it. Fury is weak to the body. From all that drinking, his liver soft and ready for the right hand. And that's exactly what Deontay Wilder said he wanted to do. Right hands to the gut. Like a steak on the grill. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. Raheem, what's up with you, man? And it came with Duck Hunt and the gun. Duck, duck, goose. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don House is a snake, though. He was talking about both of them years ago. Kind of dumb that they hired this clown. For real? Didn't know that, Boxing Hog. I'll look into that. You know what I'm saying? I heard that he was a glove expert and good at paying attention to what's going on with the gloves and all that good stuff. So I'm sure that's the angle that Deontay Wilder brought him in on, but I'll definitely look into that. See, the crazy thing is, Wilder had no response. I mean, that was Shelly Finkel who put Mark Breland in there. It was just Wilder and JD's. Everybody always say why he ain't throw JD's to the wolf. JD's is family. That's blood right there to Deontay Wilder. It was JD's who stepped down and gave Deontay Wilder his beginnings. And Deontay Wilder never forgot that. Certain lines you just can't cross. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Look up how he was trashing the both of them. Don House is a snake, bro. Will do. I'm definitely going to pay attention to that. And if I find something, expect that video. You know what I'm saying? Expect that video. Raheem says, let's be honest. Wilder talked and believed in his cracks and felt he didn't have to evolve. Just listen to old interviews. But you got a coach telling you not to evolve. You got a coach telling you just rely on the 1-2. They all scared of you. They all fear you. Just rely on the 1-2. So if you got a coach drilling that into you, fight after fight, you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to do that. All you need is the 1-2 and a little bit of fear. Well, that's going to stop eventually. You're going to meet that one, that real one, that ain't scared of you. That's going to stand up to you. That's going to put you on your heels and see how you like it. But Mark Breland clearly never prepared Wilder for that. I'm just saying. Peter says it's about nationalistic pride. Wilder is American all day. All day. All day. And that's why I rock with Deontay Wilder. I back him 150 million%. You know what I'm saying? All day. I'm waiting on October. I can't wait. The closer we get, we're going to turn up a little bit more on the Tipsy King as I get a little closer. You can bet that. You know what I'm saying? But much love to Deontay Wilder, man. Much love. And much love to all of y'all, man. Muhammad Tola Fury is about to go to the Tropicana gym. All day. Hey, Sugar might got some of that Tropicana too. You know what I'm saying? Be surprised if y'all catch some snapshots around town. Eddy Reynoso kicking it out with Tyson Fury. Tropicana all day. I'm up out of here, fam, man. Much love to y'all, man. Much love to y'all, man. Muhammad says, totally off subject. Did you like Raising Kanan? You know what, bro? Haven't watched one episode yet. I was trying to wait till we get to the point of getting enough of them joints in so I can binge them. Because I'm already mad with Power Book 2. How we waiting forever in a day for the next season to start up. And I'm like pissed off about that. So I was just trying to wait until we got enough episodes of Raising Kanan so I can just kind of run through them, you know what I'm saying? But I will come on back here for a full report. And if I didn't tell y'all already, if y'all looking for a show to get into, if y'all ain't got into it already, I told y'all about Blacklist. Blacklist is number 1 on my list all day. But y'all need to be checking out the Queen of the South. I know some of y'all might say, man, you late. I've been watching. I just got to watch the last season. Queen of the South, y'all. If y'all ain't been watching the Queen of the South, man, y'all missing out, bro. If y'all want to know what Queen, I'm just going to let y'all go watch Queen of the South. Every episode, action-packed, top to bottom, dog. Teresa, you know what I'm saying? Straight kingpin, female, based on a real person at that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm telling y'all, Queen of the South won't stare you wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm up out of here, though, man. My voice is leaving me, fight fans, and I got to get ghosts, man. Look, man, y'all enjoy those fights this weekend, man. The whole 9 yards. I'll be back on here soon to talk about it as soon as I can, man. Much love to the fam, man. Try Ozarks on Netflix. I've been hearing about the Ozarks, man. Haven't got into it. Will do. I'll check the Ozarks out ASAP. You know what I'm saying? But I'm up out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed night. The whole 9 yards. See y'all this weekend, man. And I see y'all in the next episode of We Talking Boxing Live, which will be going down Sunday. I will be putting timestamps in the comment section once this gotta get processed out. So if you want to come on back, and for anyone that ever, whatever section you want to come back to, I'll have the timestamps in the comment section. Thumbs up on the way out. If you didn't hit it on the way in, share. Rock those bells. And remember, the devil is everywhere, omnipresent, everywhere at the same damn time. And he want to bring you down. He want to make you sad. He want everything in your life turned upside down. He wants you depressed. He don't want you being great. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you being great at all. There's a lot living inside of you. There's a divine energy living inside of you, telling you to go out here and find your purpose and be great. Thumbs up, fight fans, and I see y'all on the next one, man. And until the next one, peace out.